Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, the information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at MMTLP and the final push to resolution. Following on from the previous video, we're also going to be looking at ticker symbol AMD, and there has been some significant AI news that was initially shared in the Discord, so stay tuned for that. But also, before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first of all, from Market Watch, we can see the stock market today, the S&P 500 trades in red. And one of the key reasons for that was the downturn today in Nvidia. So from Reuters here, we can see the S&P 500 drops after reaching a record high on economic data. And in terms of specifics, we can see from investing.com, the S&P 500 ended lower after initially topping 5,500 for the first time ever. And we can see now it's down to 5,474. And I'm now going to be sharing with you 3 stocks that are going to be added into the S&P 500, and these are ticker symbol KKR, ticker symbol CRW, and also ticker symbol GDDY. So the 3 stocks being removed are RHI, CMA and ILMN. So I am expecting some positive momentum for the 3 stocks that are going to be added. So before looking at MMTLP, I'd like to have a look at ticker symbol AMD. So this was news that we shared in the stock news channel in the Discord, and we can see here in terms of the key details here, the headline is Advanced Micro Devices is to power the Sun Singapore Systems AI parking management platform. So this is great news, and we can see here the company based in Singapore has been chosen by the company to power its AI parking management platform. So good news here for ticker symbol AMD, and we can see a reaction in the share price. So at one point it did reach a day high of $166.82, and in an overall red market was still up in excess of 4.62%, and I do expect some momentum to continue for AMD. Let's now have a look at MMTLP. I'm going to be sharing a post here from Clark2, who's posted with regard to proofs of collusion starting to come out. So he stated here that brokers knew the halt in advance. FINRA put out fake corporate actions to trap investors in a naked short scheme. So what I'd now like to do is share with you a video where information with regard to potential actors involved in this is discussed.
I'm one person. This is a community that I promise you, I've been holding back the pitchforks and torches on Congress's doorstep. I promise you, that's been the case this entire time. And I've been cordial about, there are people that have been right all along that have been calling out some of these offices for holding back. And we have been more than patient for 18 months, more than patient. So now my gloves are off, and I'm going to start taking swings at the people that are standing in our way. And I'm going to call them out by name, by office, by staff, every single one of them. And that's just my part. Wait till the people that have the relationships established in person. Just wait. The media onslaught that comes out when the 10 representatives, the 10 people directly responsible for the U3 Halt, the organizations that they represent, the FINRA members that you already know their names, that are on video, that are on FOIA responses, mess around and find out. People are going to start rolling over on each other, and members of Congress are going to be drug out into the light for covering up and participating in this collusion. So, again, you are on the clock. Either you're doing the right thing and circling the wagons and determining what slot to put a hearing on the calendar, or you're going to be drugged into the light. Everybody's done with the BS lip service. We're done. Changing the story isn't going to work when you've put out multiple pieces of documentation, including from Robert Colby, Chief Legal Officer. Good luck, FINRA. Good luck. You publish the...
So following on from that clip from the space chat, I'd like to give a shout out here to Kristen, who's posted with regard to the 10 potential actors in the U3 Halt. We can see here at the top from FINRA, we have Patricia Casimates and Chris Stone, who were also featured in the previous video. And there are a number of other prominent people in there as well. So let's see what she's posted in terms of key questions, what she stated here. First of all, question 1, did Casimates or Stone ask any of the broker-dealer representatives, which you know one of them is from TradeStation, on the panel if their firm had a counterparty risk? Good question there. I'm suggesting that the answer is probably no. Number 2, did they demand to see how many of the shares of MMTLP each of the brokers had sold before allowing their representative to participate on the panel? So I think the suggestion strongly here is a significant conflict of interest. Number 3, why did FINRA and specifically Chris Stone, its VP of Transparency Operations, not release the blue sheets or the independent aggregated audited MMTLP share count? Obviously that is something that we have been asking for, and I know in the FOIA request it was blue sheeted. And finally, number 4, what FINRA CEO Robert Cook has been truthful when he told Congress with regard to FINRA did not provide advance notice of the trading halt to broker dealers, hedge funds or any other market participants. Is this seriously true? And representatives of the broker dealers were on the panel that decided to halt MMTLP. So that certainly looks like a significantly contradictory statement by Robert Cook. In the previous video, we also looked at Hilltop Securities, and this is important because they were also on the panel, the FINRA panel that decided to halt MMTLP. So why is that important? So what Kristen has posted with regard to that is that she's also got significant questions for Congressman Pete Sessions. He apparently received a $5,000 donation from Hilltop Securities, so that is a suggestion of conflicts of interest, and we know that Hilltop allowed MMTLP trades until FINRA traded halting of this unexpectedly with the U3 halt. So there is basically significant proof here that Hilltop Securities knew about the U3 halt in advance. So that's the key thing. So the question here is, did Sessions ever have any conversations with Bell? Kelly Bell was the managing director of Hilltop Securities. I'm assuming she's still the managing director. And did Pete Sessions believe or have reason to believe that Hilltop had issued more shares than it could deliver? Or i.e., did they deliver counterfeit shares? So and was a blind eye turn? So very, very strong and important questions there for Pete Sessions. And now there's another broker on the line, and shout out here to JT, who's tagged to catch a tiger by the toe blank. And as far as he knows, he states Nextbridge has never announced a tender offer. Why would this broker want to buy back shares? So there's a screenshot there from Tiger, and it states here obviously tender offer notice. So this is a broker that is also going to be looked at going forward, and we can see here they stated, if you would like to accept the tender offer, please submit your instruction before the 18th of August 2023. So if anybody is there with the Tiger and received this, and there was any obviously follow-up from this, it would be great to know. So please add that in the comments. And what Jalen has posted here with regard to FINRA, they thought they were a protected class and shielded from prison, basically their statement with regard to immunity. And we can see here Jalen has also stated that today they are waking up and realizing they are just criminals, and thanks to their appointment and promotion of Brinkelhoff, prison sentences are now a real fear, because obviously we are not going away. So let's see what Family First have stated, and they have stated at the moment that Sessions and Tyler have not been returning calls and have not been returning emails. So I'm sure many members of the MMTLP community will be continuing to try to contact Pete for a response, and as a member of Congress and as a representative of the American people, I believe he should reply. And let's now have a look at what you can do. So what Fair Markets now have stated is you can contact all state AGs on Fair Markets now. There is a template letter in there as well, adding additional variations of letters that state AGs won so far. So one thing I'd like to clarify, These are not handwritten letters or typed letters. It'll be a quick form and it will be probably done in less than a minute, and it works the same way as reaching out to Congress reps. So very, very simple. So go ahead and check that out at Fair Markets now. And finally, breaking news here from Marcos, who stated Capital Markets Subcommittee will have a hearing with Gary Gensler next week, Thursday, June the 27th. So if you have any questions for Gary, let's make it as uncomfortable as possible for Gary and see if he can answer any questions. I don't expect him to, but he should know that we are not going away. And finally, if you would like to get a copy of our daily stock alerts as well as our weekly watch list and copy of research with regard to DD stocks that we looked at recently, including ticker symbol ARM, details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.